Hi, and welcome to my Baltic road trip series. In this episode, we're finally going to take a look at Estonia. So let's get back to where I left off last time, leaving Vilnius. As I attempted to leave town, I was once again left seething with the thing I love to bitch about the most when I'm traveling, the bane of my travel existence, Maps.me. It should have taken me about 5 minutes to get on the freeway from my apartment this morning, and instead it took me about 45 minutes because Maps.me is the dumbest, stupidest mapping system I hate. With a burning passion, I hate Maps.me. Partway through my drive, the exit I was supposed to take was closed. I had to backtrack to the nearest town to grab some gas and regroup. After my gas pump clicked, I gave it one last squeeze, which, whatever, I know you're not supposed to do that, but I did, and gas went all over my car and shoes. Then I went into Hesburger, a burger chain, by the gas station to use the bathroom and connect with Wi-Fi. The bathroom was filthy and the toilet paper roll was laying on the floor. I routed a new course on Google Maps and hopped back in the car. Not a great start to my next destination, but it did end up taking me a very scenic way that was very pretty. Definitely taking the scenic route here after my road was closed. It's really pretty though. The speed limit's 70 and that guy up there, I was going like almost 90 and that guy was glued to my ass. I'm like, okay, go ahead and get around me, freak. Okay, we're coming up on a town. I saw one of those in a town over there. I don't know what it is, but those steeples are really pretty. A lot of windmill things, and I see a graveyard down there. Okay, the amount of bugs buzzing. This is a really cute town. There's the name of it. Okay, Google Maps is saying that this is the way, so I'm trusting her. I have to turn right soon. I don't know. I feel like I'm just in the neighborhood. Okay, I don't know what that is. There's a massive prison back there with like faded white bricks. Once I got back into Latvia, I passed through several small Soviet-esque towns. Okay, this was just too... Proceed to the route. Much for me to not turn down here and film. I'm gonna pull in here. Dang, look at all those satellite dishes. And they have like a really cute park in this town, like with play equipment for the kids. Oh man, look at that old rusty slide down there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, look at that old play equipment. Everybody has lace curtains. That must be the look here, is to do a lace curtain. There was more down that way, but I don't want to backtrack, so this is my punishment for pulling off and filming people's houses. Got stuck. I did a one-night stopover in this town to break up my drive. My apartment was nice-ish inside, although it did smell like dust and wet paper towels. When I first got there, though, I thought I might be at the wrong apartment complex because the pictures of the inside of the apartment looked completely different than the exterior. The town did have a nice Remy, though, so I went a little crazy with the goodies. It tastes like alcohol. It smells fermented. It smells like pickle juice. Yeah, so I had to pass through all these little towns. Lithuania, I'm renaming it the land of cameras because I've never in my life seen that many cameras in towns, on the freeway, in parks, on the street. Like, they literally have cameras everywhere, and on the road there's a freaking camera like every 10 feet, and they constantly change the speed limit. Like, even leaving Vilnius, there was this area and it was like every, not even quarter mile, probably less than quarter mile, it was like 60, 80, 60, 80, 60. I'm like, why do they do this? Like, I feel like they just want people to get in trouble and get a freaking ticket. So it's really a relief to be back in Latvia because it's way less stressful driving here. After one night, I hit the road again and headed to Tartu. I passed by some more Soviet apartments, but the drive was beautiful. Dang, this whole town. No. Yes? Okay, I gotta figure out a way to get back. One thing I noticed in every Soviet-style apartment complex I drove around in, whether it was big or small, is that it felt like there were 100 weird, skinny, winding roads snaking through the complex with little parking lots here and there. I always felt like I was navigating a maze. Pretty flowers, though. Now, can I get out of here? Yes. Here's the school. Guess I can go down here. Look at that, across the street from those buildings is that pretty church. I know it may not look that exciting, but I was having a fabulous time driving around that day. I just love road tripping. I love being on roads I've never been on before, going through small towns, stopping and exploring whenever I feel like it. Feels like a surprise the whole way to my next destination because I never know what's coming up next. I've seen a dead fox, a dead boar, and a dead badger. It's really cute. There's like a little table and chairs there. These little farmhouses are really cute. There's like properties with multiple barns and houses on them, and it's just really charming. And they have really beautiful gardens with flowers and vegetables, and there's cows. I saw like a miniature horse or donkey or something back there. Look at this little town. Whoa. That's really interesting. I feel like I should go explore it. I don't know. Some of these routes are a little bit strange. Like out in the middle of nowhere. Trust in the Google map. Estonia is beautiful. The whole drive, I just kept saying to myself, wow, wow, because it just kept getting more beautiful. I mean, the other countries were very beautiful as well, but I think Estonia was the most beautiful. Not that it's competition. What is with all these weird, like, factory-looking things in the middle of nowhere? Wow, there's a pretty bridge there. I just want to take a look-see at this church. Wow, look at that. My first Estonian church, 1873. It's really amazing. It's probably locked. I don't know what that says. I wonder if I can look through the keyhole. Oh, look. 6, can't see nothing. Before I went to my apartment, which I loved, FYI, I of course made a stop at the store and bought a ton more sugar. Okay, I just tried that grocery store that now I already forgot the name. It's called like Silver or something. Anyways, I always get like weird and bashful when I have to be helped by someone and they have to speak English to me. And the lady was like really nice, but I feel bad that they have to speak English and that I don't know their language and that I'm just like I'm like, thank you. But she was really nice. And then she's like, have a nice day. Then she said it in Estonian and I was like, thank you. They call them oma here. So I think these are like, they're like pig's ears and they're made with poppy seed. And it probably says like made by Oma or something. Normally I don't like packaged cookies. I like baked ones from the bakery, but these looked intriguing. Really been good with coffee. They're pretty good. Buttery. Wow, it's really good. I love sugar. I got this Knoppers nut bar. I think it's kind of like a Snickers. Oh, crunchy like a wafer. It has a weird flavor. It tastes like a bathroom. That was bad. I need water. Okay, they have tons of these halva bars and they had different flavors, but I love pistachio, so I went with pistachio. Oh, it's written in English. Halva with pistachio cream. It's made with peanuts. I thought real halva was made with sesame. Oh. Dang, it's literally a block of halva. Tastes like peanuts. It's okay, it just kind of tastes like a cheap halva, like I would taste like it has glucose syrup, which is probably like basically corn syrup. Kind of tastes like it. I like sesame halva. Very sweet in a bad way. But this was like, what the heck? And it was 50% off, so why not? I don't know what it is, but it looks good. I think it got like raisins in it, cinnamon and sugar maybe. Some kind of streusel filling. Whoa. Well, it's kind of soggy right there. Okay. Soggy, that's odd. Let's make that part. Okay, so it's filled with some kind of like, it's like a gourmet Entenmann's cake. And it's good. Streusel. Yeah, didn't I already say that in a video earlier this trip that I loved Entenmann's when I was younger? I kind of like those Entenmann's cakes. I used to think those were the greatest things in the world. I loved them. I thought it was like the greatest thing in the world. Okay, this thing's a winner. I'm eating it like a savage, uncivilized person, but whatever. I'm loving this Airbnb. It doesn't look like anything fancy, but it has everything. Everything is super organized and labeled, and it's sparkling clean. And the best part is that they have all of these. They have like a French press, a little tea thing, a coffee grinder, a real coffee maker. I've been drinking instant coffee because that's all they have. They also have a mocha pot, so I didn't want coffee, I wanted espresso, so I made a little espresso, and I decided to go really crazy and do latte milk frother because they had milk and they have oat creamer crop in the fridge for me. So I'm having my 5:30 in the afternoon espresso latte thing. I know how to make espresso because I used to use mocha pot on the daily. So, oh gosh, why does it look so light? Okay, I've used a milk frother thing once in my life. I'm not that fancy when it comes to, I basically just drink black coffee and that's it. I never make stuff like this, so I think my cup's too small. The foam will have to go on later. Oh shoot. Clearly I'm not a barista because it's way too watery for my liking. After all my sweets and watery coffee, I explored Tartu for a little bit. It's Estonia's second largest city, and it's pretty mellow. It was designated the European Capital of Culture in 2024. This was an initiative started in 1985, and according to the European Commission's website, it's designed to highlight the richness and diversity of cultures in Europe, celebrate the cultural features Europeans share, increase European citizens' sense of belonging to a common cultural area, and foster the contribution of culture to the development of cities. It's also an excellent opportunity for regenerating cities, raising the international profile of the cities, enhancing the image of cities in the eyes of their own inhabitants, breathing new life into a city's culture, and boosting tourism. Sounds nice. I didn't have time to explore a whole lot though because I was headed to the summer symphony concert, which my Airbnb host told me was a big deal there. I'm on my way to the free symphony in Tartu, Estonia, and apparently it's like one of the highlights of the town in summertime. Nobody let the rain stop them from enjoying, and it was great for people watching. I left early when the man next to me started blowing cigarette smoke in my face. It's really interesting for people watching. Opera's not really my thing. That's okay though, it's still really beautiful. And the people of this country love to wear a tiny flesh-colored sneaker. One last thing I noticed was this kid opened a piece of candy and it fell onto the sidewalk. And the mom just bent down and picked it up and gave it to the kid to eat. The next day I went exploring around town some more. I'm sure the outskirts of town extend out quite a bit, but the heart of town feels kind of small. I did see a lot of statues around town. There's a really nice trail that goes along the river that I followed out to this canal. I did a loop around it and witnessed some fine art. As I was making my way back toward the center, I smelled the worst smell I have ever smelled in my entire life, ever. I thought I was maybe standing next to a dead animal or something, and then just ahead, I saw a man with one of those septic trucks pumping all the shit out of the public toilets. I could not believe I breathed that in. So after a couple of nights in Tartu, it was time to move on and go to the next destination. Probably one of my favorite places I stayed on the trip, which I was not expecting. And I go to some more abandoned places in a town full of Soviet apartments. Make sure you hit subscribe and notify so you know when that comes out. See you next time.